Here with reactions, South Carolina Republican Senator Tim Scott. Well, first of all, we've been friends a long time. I was
Yes, sir.
humbled and grateful. I saw you took to X, and you came to my defense and said that I'm absolutely right.
Absolutely.
That Newsom suffers from the bigotry of low expectations. What did you get out of that?
Well, listen, Sean, let me just say one more time, thank you for standing up to Gavin Newsom. The entire country should stand up to Gavin Newsom. What we saw one more time is Gavin Newsom bringing out the tired old raggedy race card and trying to say that black people are dumb, ignorant, and they can't read. They must score really low on the SAT score. Here's a guy who wants to be president of the United States he doesn't even believe in Americans. He doesn't believe in Californians. And thank you for calling him out. I'd love to see a contrast between Gavin Newsom's success in the black community versus President Donald J. Trump's success in the black community. We have a president who stands strong and tall for the black community in opportunity zones, the highest funding for HBCUs in the history of the country, the lowest unemployment rate ever, first time under 6%, fighting for rare blood diseases like sickle cell anemia. We've got one president who stands tall, has the highest level of black votes in 50 years as a Republican versus Gavin Newsom, who says they can't read, they can't write, they can't score well on tests, they must need DEI. President Trump says, I believe in the American people, I believe in African Americans. They don't need DEI, they just need a fair shot. And he believes and he delivers. I think that is the contrast the American people deserve today, tomorrow, and especially in 2028 when Gavin Newsom, AOC, or some socialist Democrat wants to challenge the Great Opportunity Party.
Why do you think he's getting away, seemingly getting away, with being a no-show governor? How is it the state of California does not keep statistics on crimes committed by illegals in that state? How is that possible? And why do you think that is? I have my own hypothesis.
Well, Sean, I think they're burying the evidence every single day under Joe Biden. The borders were wide open. We saw the greatest invasion in our country, more than 12 million illegal immigrants coming across our southern borders and ports of entry. And Gavin Newsom was MIA, missing in action. We need governors. We need citizens standing up for the American reason, for the American cause. And Gavin Newsom has missed it every single time. Healthcare, education. Listen, this is a state that wanted to make the Bible illegal. This is a state that literally tells parents, if you stand up for your kids and their rights, you might go to jail. This is a state that is so far outside the norm, the mainstream of who we are as Americans. Thank God Almighty, we have Sean Hannity calling them out, and his profanity-laced response, Sean, says what the Bible reminds me, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That guy's got issues. Busted, and he should be disgusted by the words coming out of his own mouth and off of his own tweets.
I found it rather amusing because he's trying to call me out. This guy was like the chief spokesperson, elected spokesperson for Biden. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it Joe Biden who partnered with the former Klansman Robert KKK Byrd? And didn't they fight against the integration of public schools? Is that the guy Gavin supported?
100%. This is why it is so despicable to see the Democrats playing the race card. I call it the tired, old, raggedy race card coming out again. Listen, there was a South Carolina Democrat, the head of the party, who said, we're not trying to buy the black vote. We just want to rent it for the day. How insulting and disrespectful and condescending can Democrats go? Well, we know the answer. With President Trump in office, a 50-year high in black votes because President Trump delivered for the community. See, President Trump believes in all Americans. Sean, you believe in the intrinsic value of human beings. We've gone to church together. I know your character. And so when you stand in the gap for Americans, stand in the gap for the vulnerable people, you're doing not only the right thing, you're doing the American thing. And we see the exact opposite from
No, we
Gavin
believe the
Newsom
same thing.
and all those would-be 2028 guys?
Every human being has their own unique fingerprint. The Bible tells us the hairs of our head are counted, and that within
Amen.
every human soul is talent that God put in there. And our job is to create an environment where people are safe and secure, get a good education. Maybe if Gavin focused on his day job, we'd be doing better off. Senator, thank you. You're a dear
America
friend.
would be.
Appreciate you being with us.